What is up, Spartans? Batman here to give you our guide of which Halo should you play to prep for Halo Infinite. Let's jump in. Coming in at number 7, Halo 5 Guardians. This one might come as a surprise to most of you due to it being the most recent Halo. There are certain things in Halo 5 that they've added that will not be in Infinite, and I think if you practice using this game, it will severely hinder your performance in Halo Infinite. One thing it does do right that will help you would be modern movement. And what I consider modern movement are things like sprint, slide, and clamber. As far as the main things that it has going against it that I think will hinder you in the future would be ADS, or aim down sights, which they use for almost every weapon for Halo 5. Whereas in Halo Infinite, only a couple weapons will utilize ADS. And the biggest thing that's going to hinder you is the thruster pack. Your Spartan has the ability to use the thruster pack for a lot of different things. Ground pound, Spartan charge, just strafing in general. Being able to leap from one place to another a little bit further to give yourself a better advantage and moving around the map faster. And being able to jump and zoom in for a second to be able to float just for a moment to get that better shot. Those are all things that you will not be able to do in Halo Infinite. Coming in at number 6 is Halo 4. Halo 4 does do a few things right, such as having sprint, having a great range of weapons that you can practice your precision shots with. Things it has going against it is loadouts. Ordnance drops is a big one because that severely impacts the playing field in every game. And armor abilities. Coming in at number 5, Halo Combat Evolved. The original Halo does beat Halo 4 and 5 in this because it does go back to that core gameplay that made us fall in love with the franchise to begin with. Things it has going against it, health packs. You will not be using them. Also, it has very few weapons in the game overall, not to mention the weapons that they have for precision shots are basically the pistol, which you won't have the same kind of pistol, as well as the original sniper. There's no carbine or beam rifle or any other precision-based weapon in the first game. In number 4, Halo 2. Halo 2 earns this ranking because it has no health. It does have dual wielding, which is definitely a negative, and it also has glitches, a lot of them. BXR, if you know, you know. But on top of that, it goes to that core gameplay, and it has BR, it has carbine, it has beam rifle, and it really conforms to the classic gameplay style that they're really going to be moving to. Coming in at number 3, Halo Reach. This one I actually thought was going to be number 1. When I decided to make this list, the very first one that came to mind I thought would be in first place would be Halo Reach. But one thing it does right is that obviously the gameplay is great, the precision gunplay in this game. However, the main weapon is DMR, which isn't even going to be in Halo Infinite. While Halo Reach has some of the best multiplayer in general, in my opinion, as far as practicing to get yourself prepared for Halo Infinite, it does rank 3rd because it also brings back health. It does bring back single wielding from Halo CE, which is how the franchise has been since. But the biggest reason why it gets 3rd place and not 1st place is armor abilities. Jetpack, armor lock, invisibility, sprint. Sprint's not a big one, but the sprint in this game seems to be much faster than it will be in Infinite. So I think it will put you at a disadvantage for being able to move around the map as fast if you get used to it. But having things like jetpack and invisibility and armor lock are really going to change the way that you play the game. They're going to be replaced basically by equipment that you have to pick up on the field that can be used in limited uses versus essentially the virtually unlimited uses you get with armor abilities. Coming in at number 2, this one actually surprised me, was Halo 2 Anniversary. It has all the same pluses and minuses that Halo 2 has, except that instead of glitches like BXR and going out of the map and super jumping, the Superman rocket trick, things such of that nature, all those are gone. It's basically Halo 2 with better graphics and no glitches. And it still has that core gameplay style. It just doesn't have the modern movement. One negative thing it does have is special environments, such as the glaciers you can shoot down on Lockout. Coming in at 1st place is Halo 3. This one surprised me. I thought it would be up there, but I didn't think it would be 1st place. Some of the main reasons why Halo 3 deserves to be on this place is that there is no health. It keeps to the core gameplay, the classic legacy gameplay. It has some of the brute weapons and vehicles that we'll be seeing in Halo Infinite, such as the chopper returning, but it also has equipment, which is something they're bringing back for Halo Infinite and will be a big part of this. And it has the BR and all the classic precision weapons that look like are making a return with either a similar variation or actually coming back. Aside from dual wielding, which you do not have to use, Halo 3 has everything that Halo Infinite will have, with the exception of modern movement, which again I consider to be sprint, slide, and clamber. There is no health. BR is the main gun in Halo 3, but the main thing is equipment. Some of the equipment is getting replaced and updated, such as the bubble shield, as well as invisibility and overshield are now officially equipment, and you'll be able to use them whenever you choose to. If you die while carrying it but you haven't used it yet, your enemy can then pick it up. But being able to choose when you can use your overshield and invisibility, I think, will be fantastic for Halo Infinite for competitive gaming. And that's all we have today. If you enjoyed this guide, please like and subscribe. Thank you for listening to TST Gaming, and until next time, just play.